Maniran Jump Stadium as we get ready for the NLCL Under-19 Community Cup Quarterfinal number 3. As we've got the Ballmasters of Tobago, they're up against the Gasparillo Youths. As we get ready for the action here, we see the two teams being led out on the field by the referee, Lee Davis. Yes, you heard right. The president of the Super League, Lee Davis, he is the referee, the man in the middle. He's surrounded by, on his right-hand side, the AR1, Sharish Ramsroop, and on the other side, Anil Joseph, AR number 2. As the teams shake hands and go through the formalities, we've got the starting lineups. Gasparillo Youths, they are in blue and red. The number 6, Aaron Audit. Number 16, Josiah Bain. Number 18, Jeremiah Abraham. Number 9, Malik Young. Number 19, Darren Griffith. Number 3, Jaden Alexander. Number 66, Jassy Pinder. Number 80, the captain, Ricardo Williams. Number 20, Jalen Lewis. Number 2, Jaden Rodriguez. And the goalkeeper, number 1, Jarrell Thorne. For the Ballmasters out of Tobago, we have the number 21, Jaden Richardson. Number 23, Mario Pereira. Number 18, Malik Wilson. Number 16, Amani Forbes. The number 7, Kyle James. The number 3, Jonathan Marks. Number 13, Jeron Arthur. Number 2, Roderick Marcel. Number 20, Lennox Eastman. Number 2, Jamel Bartholomew. And rounding off the starting lineups, the goalkeeper, number 1, Javon Christmas. As we see the Gasparillo Youths in a circle there, just doing their last minute. The referee, Mr. Lee Davis, just meeting with the two skippers. The skipper of Gasparillo Youths, Ricardo Williams, sporting number 8 jersey, and for the Ballmasters out of Tobago, Jonathan Marks. The two teams deciding which part they're going to be taking as we get ready to kick off the first half in quarterfinal number 3. Yesterday we had 2 quarterfinals, and Soccer Made Simple, they booked their place in the semifinals together with W Connection. Soccer Made Simple winning by 3-0, and W Connection, they recording a 4-0 victory. Today though, it's the task of these two teams here as they play at the Manny Ramjan Stadium. The field looks a picture as Gasparillo Youths just in their team huddles as they get ready. Of course, the NLCL Under-19 Community Cup, brought to you by Next Level Consulting Limited, also the Ministry of Sport, the National Energy Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago, Massey Foundation, Tang, as well as Ramsing Sports. So the teams just getting ready for action. Football, glorious football here at the Manny Ramjan Stadium. The knockout action really bringing together what was an exciting tournament throughout the nation, where they had 2 groups in Trinidad, Group A and Group B. The top 3 coming out of those 2 groups. And in Tobago, we had a new champions being crowned, the Ballmasters, as they are in their green tops and they are bouncing here as they get ready for action. Not bouncing for the carnival season, but really bouncing as in anticipation of what promises to be a cracker here. So on this Sunday afternoon, we're all expecting the youths to really put out a enigmatic display. The Gasparillo Youths, they'll have the touch off. Last minute instructions being cast around, and that's the kickoff by Young, the skipper, trying to get Griffith going, but it goes all the way through into the hands of goalkeeper Christmas with his early delivery. Tata as Gasparillo try to get into their passing sequence. That's a telling ball through, but the keeper is quickly off his line, averts any danger. Goalkeeper Thorne and then quickly gets the restart going as they just knocking the ball around here. The Gasparillo youths being the skipper finding Griffith. Griffith with not the best of first touches, and he losing out there to Young. Ball going out of play, so it's going to be a throwing here for the Gasparillo youths. Both teams yet ready to settle. Pinder going across to retrieve the ball as they'll be kicking from left to right on your screen, sporting their blue jerseys with the red fringes. So it's Pinder. Long ball into the area. A strong defensive header by the captain Marks. The ball falling to Bartholomew. It's broken up. Bartholomew coming, and he's just infringing there. So it's going to be a free kick for the Gasparillo youths. They'll be much at home, playing at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium, based in Gasparillo, Marbella. But this area, it's normally covered as the Gasparillo sort of district. The ball into the area. Some people just disowning and making sure that there's two different places. So it's going to be a throwing here. Rodriguez throws it in to Alexander. It goes out, and it's going to be a throwing here. So an incremental increases the Gasparillo youths getting closer to the Ballmaster's goal. And there the ball headed out. It's going to be a corner. The defender saying that he was pushed in the back. The defender sporting gloves. I don't know if he's projecting Michael Jackson or he's just putting himself playing in the European leagues. Remember, it's winter in the EPL. Either way, it's a good dream to have, to be playing in the EPL. But it's going to be a corner. It's curling in. It's just curled out of play, really. He would love to get that one back. So it's going to be a goal kick here for the Ballmasters. Christmas to take it, and he takes it quickly. Beating the high press by the Gasparillo youths. Ball played through. The keeper is up. Under pressure. Ball played upfield. The skipper plays it through. A beautiful ball wide at Alexander. But coming back and doing the defensive work. But it falls again to skipper Williams, who brings it across to Griffith. Griffith caught in possession. He has not started the game quickly. A strong tackle though, and able to win it. A throwing for his team. Well, they say it's going to be a throwing to the Ballmasters team. Thrown upfield to Williams. And it's losing out. Good threaded ball. But then it's intercepted. Ball played over the top. But he was just straight offside. But the keeper had come out and averted any danger. Goalkeeper turn. But Kyle Thomas there trying to get on the end of it. Just going off a bit early there. Jaheim Abraham to take this spot kick. He's looking for movement. The instruction coming to go long. Beautiful floated ball, but a strong defensive challenge. But the defender coming out the worstful way of it from it. He goes down. It seems to be a head injury. The referee Lee Davis quickly across. Not taking any chances. The defender has stayed down. And up from the bench. So he's being able to get back to his feet. That's good news for all. That's Eastman, Lennox Eastman. So he's up. And ready to go. So it's going to be a throw-in. And it seems like somebody has been booked. Not quite sure who it is. Long throw there. And they just cleared out, taking no chances there. A little indecision on who should take this throwing for the Gasparillo youths. And judging from what we've seen thus far, it's going to be a long throw. Throw it into the area. And Eastman again it is who is heading that ball out. It's going to be another throw. Jassy Pinder, the long throw specialist. Just about approaching 7 minutes gone in this one. If you're just joining us, you're watching the NLCL under 19 Youth Community Cup. It's the quarterfinal number 3. These two teams, the Ball Masters of Tobago in green versus Gasparillo Youths in blue, both vying to book their places in the semifinals. Pinder, ball headed in the air. Malik Wilson, shot. Oh, nice snapshot there, just going wide there by Ricardo Williams. And there you see it again. The throwing not cleared properly. Malik Wilson there. Wilson, shot fell on the snapshot. Nice just smashing wide there by Ricardo Williams. So sounding early alarms here. The captain of this Gasparillo Youths, he's been very instrumental thus far. So the high press being implemented here by the Gasparillo Youths as they're going to force the ball players to go long. Good, strong defensive header. But the ball just going out of play, not able to keep it in play was Griffith. So it's going to be a throwing here for the Ball Masters team. Going across to take it is Pereira. Throws it in. Arthur. Ball cleared out. And then coming back and doing some good defensive work. There was and then the ball just given away cheaply, really. Trying to thread the needle. Good possession here. Rodriguez aimed at Keranata. Just floating that ball over. Keranata would have played his football. He was a captain of the Bishops Secondary School team in Tobago. Ball play through in a foot race here. Marcella, and then it's just a weak cross, easily handled by goalkeeper Ton. And he just rolls it out. And Griffith has not been having a very good start here today. So it's going to be a throw-in. Arthur. Good work at the back. And the impressive Williams threads this one through. Griffith. Good early ball. It's a ball. It's a loud call for handball. And right on spot was the referee Lee Davis. So it's going to be a penalty. Through Griffith. And it was Griffith here. Finally settling. Good early ball. Nice early ball. The defender should have done better. A loud call for handball over Forbes. And he concedes the penalty this penalty, it's going to be taken by Jahim Abraham. So Abraham to take it. So Jahim Abraham, a bit of gamesmanship by the goalkeeper, Javon Christmas. So Abraham up against Christmas. Good approach, stutter step. And he just bangs it past Christmas. So Gasparillo Youths, they lead this one 1-0. Jahim Abraham, he puts his team up in the 12th minute. They celebrate. So ball busters with all to do from here. Good approach. And there we have it again, the stutter step. And when he had planned it past goalkeeper Javon Christmas, he just so sloughed it past. They lead this one 1-0. He celebrates. So all to do for the Ballmasters team, the champions of Tobago. Griffith with a shuffle. Just flashing over. So finally, Griffith has come to the party. Darren Griffith. His early touches in the game were not of the best. And there you see the captain, Jonathan Mark, just asking his team to settle. He's really encouraging them. They find themselves down 1-0 in this one. He kicks the turf in disgust. Remember, this Gasparillo Youths team, in a dramatic fashion, they came from down the order in their group. On the last match, they came from one from bottom, was able to get a victory and book their place as the third place team in Group B. And the referee just putting up his flag. It's going to be signal offside, gesturing into an offside position there. Eastman. They seem to want to be going route one. Ball banged upfield, trying to get Marcel going. Marcel in a foot race with Abraham, but it just goes out of play. So the goal scorer, Jahim Abraham, number 18 for Gasparillo Youths, and it's thrown in here by Pinder, trying to get to his captain. Captain being badged in the back by the defender. He's not been having a good game thus far. Forbes, Amani Forbes, he already conceded the penalty. He'll have to get that out of his system, refocus and resettle. As we look at this delivery here, ball floated into the area and just headed out there by the captain Marks. But it's going to be a corner. Corner number 2 for the Gasparillo Youths. Ball blasters being brought under a lot of pressure. So Young, it is who's going to take this one. Trying to settle the ball. Trying to find out just the sweet spot. Malik Young. Let's look at the delivery. Floated in at the back post. Misses everyone. But first to react is Pinder. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. So it's going to be a throw-in. And going down in a heap, there is the captain, Marks. So the team from Tobago, they've been physically bullied. Something that, when you look at their physical structure, you would not be expecting. The bigger physical players in size. But they've just come out a bit slow here. The captain, Marks, very important to them. But yeah, he's able to drag himself up from the turf, surrounded by his defensive partner. Some instructions being given there by the coach of the Ball Masters team, Downey Marcel. So Eastman with this throwing, he's going to take this throwing. He's going to be trying to really force some sort of pressure onto the Gasparillo youth team. The Ball Masters team yet to really settle. They're showing glimpses of what they're capable of. Abraham, the goal scorer, able to win that one out. Pinder. Just winning it out here. And in a foot race, not able to keep it in play, but he's going to win a throw for his team. There was Marcel. Quickly taken throw. And Pinder just bundling over the number 6 there. That's Bartholomew. Just bundling over Bartholomew. And now from a very good position, the Ball Masters will get the opportunity to float it into the area. The big guys from the back, they are up. Ball sure, the keeper comes bravely. Good first save and it's cleared out. But they're missing Marcel. He goes all the way back to his keeper, Christmas. Christmas to Karen Arthur. Arthur skillfully and silky smooth. He puts it forward. But Marcel is in a foot race there. Can he keep it in play? He's up against Pinder. Ball just running out of real estate. There was Roderick Marcel. So it's going to be a throw in here for the Gasparillo youths. And Ronnie Bikram, I think he'll be supporting the Gasparillo youths team. And as they get ready to take this throwing, it's going to be Ball Masters ball. In fact, Gasparillo youths, so a bit of confusion there. Pinder, we know that he has a very effective long throw. He throws it up, aimed at Young. And it's going to be a throwing now for the Ball Masters. With just about 18 minutes gone in this one. Gasparillo youths still lead. Arthur goes down in a very tricky position. Forbes, he can hit it from this distance. But it seems like it's going to be the captain who's going to take this one. Looking for instructions from the bench, and the instructions seem to be to go for goal. So he's going to be taking this with the left boot. It's perfect for a left footer here. Goalkeeper Tom will have to be very careful. Oh, it's under the wall. And with no real power, the wall jumped. It went under the wall. But it didn't have power, no direction. And Tom starts it short. Heavy touch. Good take there by Young. Good defensive tackle by Mark. Ball played forward to the captain. Falls to Griffith. Griffith and Young. Back to the captain Williams. Good turn by Williams. And finally cleared upfield by Marks. Arthur just looking to screen it out, but it goes out of play off of Griffith. Darren Griffith. And it's going to be a throw in here. Pereira to take that throw. Good composed play there by Jahim Abraham. But then he loses out position here. Ball masters, but then good work. And again, he's caught in possession. Arta. It's a beautiful ball wider. Shot from distance. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper. Able to get down low there off the shot from Bartholomew. So good work by Ton. Williams. Floated ball over the top. But Forbes is able to clear it out. And then Pinder. Good crunching tackle there by Eastman. Taking no prisoners there as Alexander tried to get his legs going up the line. So this game here, really both teams yet to really settle and get us into a nice rhythm here at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium. I think probably the sun being out in all its glory, just sapping the youth's energy and concentration. Of course, this tournament brought to you by the Next Level Consulting Limited, as well as the Ministry of Sport and Community Development. That ball just headed clear. And it's going to be another corner, corner number 3 for the Gasparillo youth team. Pinder across to take it. The big guys. In fact, he's going to leave it for Bain. Bain is going to be taking this with the right boot. It's going to be curling in. The big guys from the back, they continue to load the penalty area. Ball across and just headed clear. Marcel up against 3 here. Jahim Abraham. Still Marcel able to maintain possession. He's done some good work there, Marcel. Forbes. And then Forbes just putting that one into touch. Forbes have not had the best of games. You know, some players, they just don't travel as well as others. And probably Forbes not having the best of starts, as we see one of the organizing committee there. It seemed just showing a bit of skill. Ball thrown in. Missed kick. Ball aimed at Griffith. It gets to Griffith. Griffith with a shot. But Mark able to come and do good defensive work. Jonathan Mark. He's still in possession. Still Mark, and then he loses out. Pereira finds Kyle James. Kyle James going for a bit of a run here. James is into the area. James with a shot. He did all the hard work and then just flashed over. So Kyle James going for a bit of a run here. Good run. James is into the area. Past Lewis. James with a shot. Making shooting room. He did all the hard work. He just guided over the crossbar. So of course, the Next Level Consulting Limited, who have brought us this exciting and interesting Under-19 Nationwide Community Cup. Thanks also to the Ministry of Sport and Community Development, the National Energy Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago, Massey Foundation, Tang, as well as Rams Singh Sport of Shogunas. So a lot of persons coming together to really carry this competition to the next level. Ball played across Pereira. He's in a foot race with Rodriguez. Pereira winning out. Finds James. James into the area. And the infringement being called there by referee Lee Davis. So it's going to be A free kick in a very interesting position here. Eastman, he's going to be taking this one. Lennox Eastman. Eastman! Easily handled there by the goalkeeper, Tom. Jarrell Tom, perfectly positioned. He's able to corral it. Lennox Eastman it again. Eastman taking the penalty. Allah. Cristiano Ronaldo. Easily handled there by direction right, but not the power. Abraham finds Griffith. Griffith with the early ball through, but Mark able to come and win. Ball just played out a play, and it's going to be a throwing to the Ballmasters team. And they're taking a water break. Yes, on just about 26 minutes gone, approaching 27 minutes. Referee Lee Davis using his initiative here and allowing the two teams a water break because, you know, the sun is out in all its glory. Pinder. Yeah. So we see some of the interesting moments in this game. Malik Wilson, shot. And that was the early warning snapshot to the Griffith captain of good early ball. Gasparillo team. It's a ball penalty. It's floated ball. A loud call for handball. Man for stutter step. It just fell on his hand and he just bangs it past. So Christmas penalty. So Gasparillo Youths, they lead this one. Jaheim Abraham floated into the area. The big guys from the back, they up. Well, sure, the keeper comes bravely. Had the opportunities. Good first save, but it's cleared out. Coming James early. Kyle James going for a bit of a run here. And James is into the area. James did all the hard work. James with a shot. Then just not able to wrap it. Did all the hard one. And then flashed wide. Lennox Eastman, though, he had an opportunity. He got it up over the wall on target. Easily handled there by goalkeeper Jarrell Ton, able to just easily handle as we see the players returning from the water break. Here the scores, if you're just joining us, Gasparillo Youths, they lead this 1 goal to nil. A goal scored in the 12th minute by Jaheim Abraham. Referee Lee Davis just looking to get the restart, and it's going to be the Ballmasters of Tobago in green. They're going to take this throwing, and it's going to be Pereira. Ball cleared out. So it's thrown into Arthur Griffith. Ball played through, but it's broken down. Is he onside? He is. Marcel. Oh, and he misses. My goodness me. What an opportunity spawned there by Roderick Marcel. He was all alone. The first question was he onside? The referee assistant flag on the far side stayed down. Is he onside? He was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper and with the goal. My goodness me. Tried to put it wide. What an opportunity spawned there by Roderick, wanting back that opportunity. But like in life, you get an opportunity once, you're not going to be getting the same one back. And Marcel with the opportunity to draw his team level. Ball cleared up field. Arthur Young, beautiful ball wider here. Griffith takes one touch. Looking to take on Pereira. Pereira wins that challenge. So it's back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a bit of a heavy touch. Ball played forward. Kyle James. Yeah, he puts him up to sleep early. James into the area. James still going. And then it's finally cleared out there. So some good work there by Kyle James. He rocked away Jaden Rodriguez, turning him left and then right. Turning him left and then right. As the ball is thrown. Ball across the area. Easily handled by the goalkeeper there. So trying to put that one across was Bartholomew. So the Ball Masters team coming to life here as they seek to get back on level terms. Winning that one out for his team there is Richardson. And then they're able, Forbes, Richardson, a bit of a heavy touch, but he's able to maintain possession. Eastman, ball play through, just straying offside there was the impressive Malik Wilson. Malik Wilson, he played his secondary schools football with the Bishops team. He was quite impressive for them, carrying them to zonal championships in the Intercol. Ball played. Marcel Arta. Wilson battling there. Ball played on. Is he onside? Abraham taking no chances there. Donny Marcel, also the coach of I think it's the Bishops team. So he'll be quite familiar with a lot of these players. Ball played forward. The skipper in a battle there. That is going to be a battle within a battle. The battle between Ricardo Williams and Jaden Richardson. Richardson there, able to gather a space. Yeah, looking good as he's beginning to boss the midfield area here. Ball across the area. Polster, this is going to be very telling. But back comes the captain, Mark. He clears it upfield. And then it comes off of Rodriguez. Pereira. He's going to be taking this throw in. Mario Pereira. Rodriguez losing his footing. Arta. Ball play through. Malik Wilson. He's very, very dangerous. But that's a good defensive work there at the back by Lewis. Coming off of Rodriguez. So the Ball Masters team really applying some pressure here. They're beginning to come to life. They've finally settled. And Gasparillo youths under some pressure. Matthew is beginning to cheer his home team from Gasparillo. He wants them to wake up here. They lead 1-0. A goal scored in the 12th minute by Jaheim Abraham. So it's going to be a free kick here. Malik Wilson. He is a very dangerous player. He floated into the area. Keeper comes. Finally, it's cleared. Richardson. He goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, Christmas. Christmas. Ball played through. Pinder. Falls to Lewis. Lewis to Griffith. Griffith with some room and time here. Goes back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez banging that ball off of Arta. It's going to be a throw-in to the Gasparillo youth team. Already giant slayers in this competition. They'll be looking to add the champions of Tobago to their list of victims. Kyle, as they begin to come forward, Eastman, let's give him away. Bartholomew goes out. It's going to be a throw for the Ballmasters team. The game playing almost exclusively now in the Gasparillo half of the field. Rare occasions they're able to come forward. Ball played out. It's going to be a throwing. Some tactical changes being made by the Gasparillo Youths team. As the captain, he's been losing that midfield battle against Jaden Richardson. He's coming wider on the right-hand side. But he'll have to defend for this moment. He's sent Griffith more central. They are unable to clear the lines. Pinder putting it out of play. So it's been relentless pressure from this Tobago team. Richardson. Forbes. Mark. Beautiful ball across. Pereira. Clearance by Rodriguez, but only as far as Mark. Mark puts it back into the area. It's been poked clear, but it's going to be a throw-in to the Ballmasters team. No, in fact, it has come off of a Ballmaster player, so it's going to be Gasparillo ball. But it's deep in their own half. Yeah, and a bit of a referee intelligence here. Although the referee assistant on the far side would have appointed for it being Gasparillo ball, you see all the Gasparillo players have left the ball because they know that the ball came off. So that's Anel Joseph. So it's Blaster's ball. It's headed into the arms of Ton. Tom rolls it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to play it over, but Marcel able to come across and cut things out. They've been unable to clear their lines in this, should I say, the second half of the first half, the second period of the first half. That ball coming off. So finally, it comes out of the Gasparillo half. Running to take it, Jaden Rodriguez. So if you're just joining us, you're watching the NLCL Under-19 Community Cup. The quarterfinals action. In the beginning, there were many. Now, there remain just a few as they fight for places in the semifinals. Young, beautiful floated ball. The keeper comes. He does well and claims. Quick restart, Bartholomew. Good defensive tackle, though, from the goal scorer, Abraham. And Bartholomew just leaves it. Richardson. He's beginning to boss the midfield area. Eastman. Mark. Almost got in possession. Ball played through. But it's easily handled there. So goalkeeper Captain Mark just losing his footing. Christmas just trying to settle things down. Not the best of clearances. Richardson, he's really come to life since the water break. Forbes with a bit of a bad pass. He's not have the best of games. Yeah, he's taking it down. A hint of handball, no call by the referee. Ball played through. Yeah, the ball would have just gone out of play there. Mario Pereira just allowing the ball to run a bit too far. So it's going to be a throw-in to the Gasparillo Youths. Since the water break in the middle of the first session, the Ball Blasters of Tobago have really come to life. Young, just a bit too far forward. As the teams to play in the second half of the second game of the tournament have already arrived. Nice 1-2. Lewis able to break things up there. Jalon Lewis. As a slight downpour starts here at the Maniran John Stadium. So it's two completely different conditions from a condition where there was sun really pouring down. Oh, strong challenge there by Forbes. No call by the referee. Ball goes over the top. Abraham in a foot race with Marcel. Good defensive challenge there by Abraham. Jaime Abraham, he's been awesome for his team at the back, both offensively and defensively. It's his goal that separates these two teams. Ball floated across. And out comes goalkeeper Ton. Jarrell Tom. And he restarts play through his wing back. Rodriguez. Young. Good work there by that's Odette, but he gives it away. Bartholomew. Wilson to the overlapping Eastman. Can Eastman get a good delivery in? Not the best of deliveries. As they go down here. An infringement just being committed. So it's going to be a free kick. The conditions just changing suddenly, causing all sort of rearrangement of both equipment and manpower. But the action continues on the pitch. Ball floated into the area. Oh, there's a bit of a handball, no call by the referee. A hint of handball, no call by the referee. On the pitch, ball floated look at it again. The ball came across. Oh, there's a bit of a handball, no call by the referee. The arm of it looked like Pinder. So you could have a look at it at home and decide. James. Abraham comes across cool, calm and collected. He's been good for his team at the back. Arthur. James. Still James showing good skill. James with the ball across. Arthur comes in field. And here comes the foul. A bit of a late whistle by referee Lee Davis, but I think he got it correct. There really. It was a delayed challenge. So it's going to be a free kick in an area where it can be very telling. There we see Forbes, Amani Forbes, just standing there with the impressive Malik Wilson. So it's going to be Wilson. Wilson with a shot. Oh, just stretching the goalkeeper, but it was always going wide of the mark. As there we have the replay. Wilson. Wilson with a shot. Goalkeeper Tom just really stretching at all stretch there, at full stretch. So just trying to get a ball with the change in conditions. Abraham headed down. Rodriguez. Ball floated forward. Mark Wilson with a bit of a heavy touch. Young. Rodriguez. Richardson. Ball floated over the top. It's a foot race. The keeper has come. Diving header. Good work by the keeper. Eastman. Ball is into the area. James. And into the back of the net. Kyle James draw his team level. What a shot. He finally finishes as Ball Blasters pull their team level on the stroke of halftime. They celebrate. It's Gasparillo Youth 1, Paul Masters 1. Look at it again. Good work by the keeper. The early ball. Eastman. Ball is into the area. The Ferritus. James. And into the back of the net. And what a finish. There was nothing lucky about that. It was an emphatic finish from the number 7. And he draws his team level. So that's the halftime whistle. So on the stroke of halftime, Ball Masters makes it 1 apiece. So after an interesting and intriguing first half, really a half of 2 halves, in the first half of the first half, the Gasparillo Youths, they totally dominated. They went up 1-0, a goal scored from the penalty mark by Jahim Abraham, as he put them up 1-0. But on the stroke of halftime, this was the penalty. Abraham bangs it past, planting the keeper, and so finishing emphatically. They lead this one. He celebrated by the keeper. But then just before the halftime interval, the beautiful ball by Eastman, the good take by James, and into the back of the net, Kyle James, as he draws his team level. So at the half, in this, the NLCL Under 19 Community Cup, it's 1 goal apiece in quarterfinal number 3. We go to the break. When we come back, we have more action live here from the Manny Ramjohn Stadium. Welcome back to the action in the NLCL Under 19 Community Cup. It's quarterfinal number 3. We have Ball Masters of Tobago. They're up against Gasparillo Youths. The scores at the half. Ball Masters won. Gasparillo Youths won. Ball Masters, they are in green jerseys with blue pants and black socks. They'll be kicking from left to right on your screen. They're up against the Gasparillo Youths, who are in blue and red, basically with red socks. As the action continues here in the first half, we had the Gasparillo Youths taking the lead in the 12th minute through the defender from the penalty spot. It was Jaheem Abraham who put his team up, and just before the halftime whistle, pulling things back even for his team was Kyle James. It's a good turn there by Bartholomew. Plays it forward to Marcel. He's up against Audit. Marcel versus Audit. Good tackle by Audit, but Marcel's still able to win out. Ball across! And finally cleared. Arthur Richardson. Ball going out of play. So the Ball Masters starting the way they finished the first half on the front foot here, putting the Gasparillo Youths under pressure. It's going to be a throwing. Pereira throws it forward. Marcel goes past Abraham. Marcel into the area. Audit with a good defensive work. And it's going to be a corner here for the Ball Masters team. So they are applying pressure. The big guys from the back, they load the area. As we see jogging forward, the captain, Big Jonathan Marks. It's going to be Malik Wilson here. Can he provide this telling corner? Ensuring that the ball is well positioned. Floats it into the area. Mark, just ducking out it. Abraham. Referee calls for penalty by the coach there, Coach Marcel. Still showing that he has some touches. And going down in a heap. It seems to be the captain, Big Jonathan Marks. He went down under the challenge. Referee Lee Davis just instructing the physio to come out. That seems to be the ankle. The magic spray is out. Of course, not nicknamed the magic spray for no reason. Players normally will go down as if shot, and then when the magic spray is applied, they're up and running as if touched by magic. Grins shared between the physio and the referee. Captain Mark gets up just as said, but he drags himself and then he begins to jog around. So the magic spray doing its job. Abracadabra. A la peanut butter sandwiches. And he's up. As the action continues with his team on the front foot. The Ball Masters of Tobago, champions of Tobago. They're here and applying pressure. Pereira throws it down line to Bartholomew. Bartholomew with the ball across. Goalkeeper Tom comes and collects. And there he bangs it upfield. Trying to get Alexander going. But it's a bit too far forward. That ball going out of play. Arthur. Darren Arthur losing out there. And here comes Rodriguez on the overlap the ball across. Into the hands of goalkeeper Christmas. He gets the restart. Finds Bartholomew. Bartholomew looking to get Wilson going. Can he keep it in play? No, he cannot keep it in play there. Griffith So it's going to be a throw. And the goalkeeper, referee Lee Davis, just giving some instructions to Wilson, ensuring that Wilson knows who's in charge of this one. Abraham, and he clears it upfield. The ball masters able to gain incremental grounds up the right hand side as they continue to apply pressure here. It's been relentless from this team, the champions of Tobago, showing the reason why they have been crowned champions. They're up against the giant killers, Gasparillo Youths. Gasparillo Youths really crowning their place in the quarterfinal stage on the very last day. They got a victory that knocked out some of their more celebrated opponents. Example, Kunupia and Maruga FC. Gasparillo Youths showing that they deserve to be here. Cleared the field by Audit. Mark. Strong tackle by Mark. Williams, the advantage played is played through to Griffith. Griffith, strong challenge there by Eastman. The advantage being played by the referee, Lee Davis. Eastman just pulling up there. Of course, when there's a little bit of water on the ground, the sliding tackles, they become the favorite form of defensive challenges. Quickly taken here. It falls to Young. Young tries to go past the gritty Richardson. Strong challenge. Pinder. He's just screened out. Thrown upfield. Alexander losing his footing. Ball played wider. Getting into the attack is Pereira. Is he onside? He's just straight offside there. The goal scorer, Kyle James, just trying to hold his run. Credit to him, but he was unable to do so. So what an exciting competition here as we get into the business end of this, the NLCL Under-19 Community Cup. Forbes with the clearance partially cleared. Rodriguez trying to take on Arta. He loses that battle. Good defensive header there. He lost his footing, but was able to make the clearance there. Was Joe Field. Terrell Jofield, one of the substitutes for the Gasparillo Youth team. As the rain continue to fall here at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium. Marcel, he's up against Abraham. Chaim Abraham putting on the big screen, the movie-tongue screen. Or is it the C3 screen? When you're in South, you call it the C3 screen. Yeah, the South Park screen. Ball played forward. Good defensive header. But it falls nicely. How about a good defensive tackle? And taking no chances there. Was it kept in play? Pereira keeping it in play. And then he puts the ball back inside into the skipper. Ball across. They're making calls for penalty. No call by referee Lee Davis. Credit to him, I think it was a no call. Trying to get into the area there was the number 19. That was Griffith. Pereira keeping it in play. There we see the action. You judge for yourself. A bit of a short pass. The ball across. Griffith. Yeah, he really just ran into the defender. He's holding his back. He'd have dropped awkwardly. Referee Lee Davis always with a smile on his face when he's explaining these situations to the players. as the rain continues to come down here. Bucket of drop at the Manny Ranjan Stadium. The playing field, though, it's been an excellent playing field. I think one of the best in the country. Hopefully with the upcoming Commonwealth Games, the stadium itself, that's the Youth Commonwealth Games, scheduled to take place in sometime in August in Trinidad and Tobago, that they'll do some sort of refurbishment of this Manny Ramjan Stadium, because the playing field definitely paints a picture here. The surroundings, not of the highest standard, but definitely it will be a waste for this great facility to just be allowed to lay in ruins. As it's going to be Jassy Pinder who's going to take this throwing here. He's the long throw expert on the Gasparillo team, and they definitely need a shot in the arm. Ball headed. Rodriguez trying to settle himself. But Jofield, who picks things up. Terrell Jofield. Referee Lee Davis just calling for the infringement. So it's going to be a free kick. So getting back into the game here is the Gasparillo Youths. They've settled now in the second half, and it's going to be the goal scorer, Abraham. Can he deliver his people, or is he the father of the nation? Ball floated into the area. It's still not cleared. Forward to Jofield. A missed kick by Jofield, and then it's cleared up into the air. Good control there by Abraham. Rodriguez plays it forward. Arta, always composed. Kieran Arta, he captained the Bishop's team to Intercal Glory in Tobago, zonal Intercal Glory. So it's going to be a throw-in. Terrell Jofield, he's going to be taking the ball slipping out of his hands. Can he be afforded another throw? It comes off one of the Gasparillo players' hands. No call by the referee. Ball played out. So it's still going to be Ballmasters quickly taken, throw in. Strong challenge there by Abraham. Jaheim Abraham taking no prisoners. Mario Pereira. Arta. Pereira back to Arta. Arta looking for movement. Good defensive header there by Griffith. It falls to the captain, Williams. Williams, he's away on goal. The keeper has come out. Oh, beautiful save by goalkeeper Christmas. He made himself big. But the danger still not cleared. Strong tackle. So it's going to be a corner there. But it was to the captain, Williams here. Williams, he was away on goal. Goalkeeper Christmas. Oh, beautiful save by goalkeeper Christmas. He made himself big. Kept his team in this one. But the threat not totally cleared. It's going to be a corner here for the Gasparillo Youths. Young to take this one. Malik Young. The symbol that he gives there is that he's going to go long. The universal symbol. Arms above the head. So he's going to look to aim at someone at the last post. There he floats it in. Headed clear by Eastman. Oh, but it's a handball at the area, the edge of the area. Inadvertently handled by Malik Wilson. Trying to clear. At someone at the last post. There we see it. There he floats it in. It was headed clear by Eastman. And then Young trying to clear it. But it's a handball at the area, the edge of the area. But it's going to be a free kick in a very dangerous position. The goal scorer for Gasparillo Youths, Jaheim Abraham, he stands over this one. His captain, Williams, is also very interested. Ricardo Williams. The wall will have to be well positioned here. I think they'll have to have a wall of about 4 or 5 from this distance. All the kicker has to do is put it on target. Let's see who it's going to be. And it's into the back of the net. He's passed it into the back of the net. Jaheim Abraham. Father Abraham leads his team to a 2-1 lead here as he doubles his goal in this game. It's Jaheim Abraham who puts Gasparillo Youths up. Kicker has to I think the wall on target. Not set well. And he just passed it into the far corner. And it's into the back of the net. He's passed it into the back of the net. Do his job. Jaheim. So it was either the wall wasn't set properly or the keeper was not positioned properly. It was a combination of both, really. And Jaheim Abraham puts his team up 2-1 here. And it's game on with just about 28 minutes left. Bean trying to get into the area. So in the 60th minute, Jaheim Abraham. And if the scores remain as is, we will be singing Father Abraham had many sons, for he would have led his team into the semi-finals of the NLCL Under-19 Community Cup. So it's going to be a throw in here. In no hurry to take this throw. Joe Field. Good defensive header. But Joe Field has another opportunity. Plays it wide at his skipper, Williams. Williams has shown that he's very skillful. He's up against Arthur. Wins his team a corner. So Gasparillo Youth here applying the pressure. They're in no hurry to retrieve the ball as Josiah Bean walks to collect the ball. The big guys from the back, they load the box. It's gonna be Bain with the right boot, so it's gonna be curling away. Driven across. Oh, Griffith with the opportunity. And it's cleared up field. Good control there by Marcel. Marcel and Joe Field in a battle. The referee calling for the infringement. As it's all out attack now by the boys in green. The Ball Masters Club of Tobago. In fact, it's the Ball Masters Youth Academy. Ball Blasters Youth Academy. Sorry. Ball into the area. Good defensive header there by Abraham. Ball is back across. Going for the spectacular there. But just putting it over. And you see going down one of the Gasparillo Youth players. It's Bain. Good defensive header there with a bit of cramp. By Abraham. Ball is back across. These players would have just been going for the spectacular there. So they would just be now getting back into things. Of course, this competition would have started just before the Christmas. So They should be in full flight. The heavy outfield, though, would definitely be telling on them. As you see the sun just coming out. Wilson with the early ball across Tom. I think he drops it. Joe Field bangs it upfield, trying to get his captain going. Ball going out of play. Forbes chasing it down. So Gasparillo youths looking to claim another giant scalp as they try to book their place in the semifinals. Arthur. It's a beautiful ball. James up against Abraham. Ball just cleared the hard. Then he just barged over there. Jadon Rodriguez just barging over Malik Wilson. So it's a free kick in a very interesting position. I think a very similar position to the one that Gasparillo youth made full use of on the opposite end. Imani Forbes, he stands over this one. We know that he can hit the ball, and the substitution has been made. So coming out, we see the number 16, Josiah Bain, comes out. And coming in, the number 7, Jaden Joseph. So Jaden Joseph comes in. Ball across. Oh, it's a beautiful strike there by Amani Forbes. What a goal to draw his team level. So Amani Forbes, he gave away a penalty in the first half, but he's made firm ends. What a beautiful finish. He went up over the wall and was able to get it back down. The keeper was perfectly positioned, but he was not able to get anything on it. Look at it again. The number 7, Jaden Joseph. So Jaden Joseph comes in. Ball across. Oh, it's a beautiful strike there by Amani. Beautifully finished. Amani Forbes writes his name on the scorecard. So in the 68th minute, ball blasters of Tobago, they draw level. 2-all in this one. And a cracker was promised. A cracker has been delivered. He's onside, kept onside by Joe Field on the infield. He was onside, kept onside by Joe Field. Joe Field was... So, ball blasters here. They have come to life. Jumel Bartholomew with the throw. Aimed at James. Not the best of first touches, but he's able to track it down. James just tagging up his antennas with Rodriguez. Joe Field able to win it. And he bangs it forward, aimed at Alexander. Mark finds Forbes. Forbes places it through. Beautiful ball through. Joseph. Alexander. Still Alexander. He's up against Arthur. Joe Field. Can he keep it in play? Ball good. So the benches are up. They're urging on their team. Ball is through. Cleared up field by Audit. The captain, he's disappeared completely from this one. First time ball aimed at Griffith. Can he keep it in play? No, he cannot. So it's going to be ball blasters throwing. So the excitement continues in this NLCL Under 19 Community Cup, the quarterfinal number 3. It's ball blasters of Tobago. They're up against Gasparillo Youths. The scores Gasparillo Youths 2, ball blasters 2. And we've got a game on our hands. Bartholomew cramping up. Of course, the heavy conditions will not help. Rodriguez caught in possession. Richardson. Pereira. Good defensive tackle there by Joe Field. He's coming on add some bite to this defense. Mario Pereira looking to take the throw in. This game opening up now. Audit. Good defensive header there by Forbes. Pereira. Not the best of first touches. It's cleared up into the air. Good defensive header by Arta. But it's a header injury there. Just barging into the back really, or probably the elbow of Alexander. But they don't want to waste any time. They will realize that they are on the front foot, would not want to lose momentum as the sun comes back out in all its glory. It's been a mixed bag here this afternoon, as the football has been really one side taking control, then the other. So we're getting the sun and the rain. But now it's beautifully. Is he onside? The referee assistant on the near side said that he's not onside. That's referee assistant Ramsurup. So it's Abraham, Jaheim Abraham. His 2 goals are the 2 goals on the scorecard for the Gasparillo youths. Can he engineer something, a response again for his team? Arta. Is he onside? He's just been offside. The fans on the Destiny side say he's onside, but he was just offside. He tried to hold the run, but he just went minutes, should I say seconds, too early. And it's Abraham again. And we see someone would have find themselves in the referee's book, probably for something that they would have said. Abraham. Jaheim Abraham, he's been massive for his team. Not the best of kicks. He gives it away to Wilson. He would have been onside there. And he called back for the good refereeing there by referee Lee Davis. He allowed the advantage to be played, and when the advantage was lost, he decided that he would call back the play. He's done a credible job thus far. So standing over this one, Bartholomew. Jamil Bartholomew floated into the area. Good defensive header by Abraham. Richardson. Griffith. Darrell Griffith. Not the best of touches. So it's going to be a throw in here. Ball blasters on the front foot. Good defensive tackle there by Griffith. Richardson playing it. Joseph. Good fight by Joseph. Pereira to Richardson. Abraham there with a late challenge on Richardson. Richardson has been quite impressive. Been very impressive. Jaden Richardson, the number 21 for Tobago. He's bossed the midfield area. In fact, he's won the battle against the captain of the Gasparillo Youths. That's Ricardo Williams, forcing him to go into a more forward position. He's been definitely a good box-to-box player for the Ballbusters team. Forbes. Puts the ball in. Aimed at James. Richardson. Abraham clearing it out. On the bench of the Tobago team, showing that they still got some ball skills. Probably wishing that they could have been on the pitch to add some assistance to their team. Not that they need much assistance. They've played quite well. Richardson just losing out, but good defensive tackle. A bit of a soft foul there. Abraham floats this one into the area. Good defensive header. And then tries to put it back into the danger area. Alexander. Joseph. Rodriguez. He loses out. Wilson trying to go to work. It falls to Marcel. Abraham. Beautiful floated ball over. And clear. Oh! A nasty collision there. And holding his head is the number 3. Alexander. And I think the physio should try to get on the field as soon as possible. Alexander overcommitted there. It was an easy handle for the big goalkeeper, Christmas. And it was over exuberance there. Look at it there again. Keeping it alive was Griffith. He got his nasty collision there into the mirror of Christmas, and his head banged into the elbow. Yeah, so you're seeing Christmas on the ground. He's signaling to his midriff. He would have gotten his foot into the midriff. But Alexander, he got his head crashing into the physically bigger Christmas. Yet to really move Alexander. And that's a dangerous sign. When the player doesn't move at all, you want to see a player moving. But you're seeing. So finally, we see that he's being able to lift his head. So that's a good sign. Not so concerned about Christmas. He got hit in his midriff, but he's a big guy. And of course, keepers normally are made of a sterner metal. So he's dragging himself back to his feet. They exchanged some handshakes between the two players. And it's good news. Alexander is also up. A bit of over exuberance there by the striker. The keeper had already claimed the ball comfortably. As we see the two teams as they get ready for the game number 2, quarterfinal number 4. On screen there, that's the Made in Liberia team as they warm up. As they're going to be coming up against the world-class soccer. So it's going to be a restart here. As we see the keeper going to... Yes, as we see the other team, World Class Soccer, just getting ready for quarterfinal number 4. So it's back to action on the pitch. A very exciting, in fact, the match of the quarterfinal round thus far. Ball Blasters 2, Gasparillo Youths 2. So it's really been a cracker here. It promised much. It delivered on all counts. Richardson. That he's been solid at the back. Griffith. It's true to the captain. Williams. Good tackle there by Mark. And then a heavy touch. Richardson, he's been very good for his team. But if it's been a man of the match, it's been this man. Abraham, it's his 2 goals that has his team level. Griffith with a shot. He would have been offside. The referee assistant on the far side flag was up. But it was a good early delivery by Griffith. The match has been this man. Abraham, it's his 2 goals. Abraham here to Griffith, his team and Griffith level. This one it flashed across. With a shot. But he would have been offside. There was the skipper Williams. So with just about 10 minutes left in this one, both teams looking to get the tiebreaker. Remember, if the scores are tied at the end of full time, the game will be decided with kicks from the penalty mark. Joe Field. Not the best of kicks. It falls to Marcel. Good defensive tackle there, though. Rodriguez is a strong tackle. It comes off of Pereira, so it's going to be a Gasparillo ball. Both teams looking here for what will be essentially the winner. Joe Field. Long throw. Arthur. Rodriguez. Ball just going out of play. The coach on the Gasparillo Youths bench, head coach Hart Smith, bellowing out, where's the marking? As they try to engineer a winner. Yes, stern face there, the coach. He's been pacing all evening long. Ball headed clear there by Rodriguez. Pereira. He loses out, Alexander. Good to see him back in the action. Looking that he's not been unscathed, as they say. Tonight, I'm sure when he goes home, he'll have a bit of a headache. There we see a handle ball by Joe Field. Forbes, it was his beautiful free kick that equalized for his team. Imani Forbes. Let's look at the delivery. The big guys have loaded into the penalty area. Ball put in. Good defensive header by Audit. He's been very good for his team. The kind of defender, Aaron Audit, that you love on your team. Simply does the good things simply and well and repeatedly. Good defensive header there by Abraham. Joseph losing out. Player goes down right in front of referee Lee Davis. Lee Davis in another role here this afternoon. One many of us are more familiar with him as Forbes, Amani Forbes, stands over this one. Can he create something here for his team? Referee Lee Davis just showing that all is well. Amani getting some instruction from the bench after the way he dispatched his goal. I don't think he needs any instruction. He goes for goal, or the keeper pushes it chest wide. I think the goalkeeper, Tom, made a mountain of a molehole there. That one went straight to him. Look at it. Dispatch his goal. I don't think he needs any. Should have expected anything different. Goal, or the keeper pushes it. But he went for safety. Chest wide. Credit to him. But it's going to be a corner for the Ball Blasters as they push for this all-important goal here. He comes and claims Weller. Oh, and then it's awful. Oh, Amani Forbes. Yes, he's going into the referee's book because after such a good claim there by Tom there, you expected Tom to really distribute much better. But it's going to be Abraham. Jaheim Abraham. He's been excellent for his team thus far. It's his 2 goals that has his team in a 2-all tie. Pinder. Dragging his players down. The fans on the near side, they're up. Well, let's look at this delivery here. Ball floated in by Eastman. He's lost the gloves. Beautiful interpassing here, but that's a good defensive tackle by Audit. He's been excellent really at the back. He's been simple but effective. Joseph. Strong tackle by Joseph. Can Alexander keep it in play? No, he cannot. So it's going to be Ball Blasters' ball. Quickly take control. Let's find the impressive Wilson. Will he come to life here? He just trying to do a bit too much. Pereira. Forbes. Ball played over. That's a beautiful ball there. James. But across come Abraham. He's been excellent. He's been all over the pitch. He scored twice. But his principal duty has been at the centre half position. And he's done that quite competently as well. Strong defensive challenge. The referee right for the no call. It's not really a foul. But it's because it's a head injury. Alexander will have to be very careful with this. Especially in youth football. We know nowadays the protocols of concussion. He had already faced a torrid incident with the goalkeeper. He was able to walk out of that one. And this one here, just coming into collision with the opposing team player. No malice. Nor would I deem it to be a foul. It's going to be a bounce ball. Not a foul. The partisan crowd here at the Marabella ground. Of course, Marabella quite close in proximity to Gasparillo. So you'd expect that they are Gasparillo fans. But he loses out here to James. Kyle James is in the area. On it across. Good tackle, but it falls tilt to James. James with a shot. Oh, he puts it away to get his double. Kyle James. In the 88th minute, he puts the exclamation mark on what was a great performance by him. Kyle James with that goal. On it with the tackle. The ball fell kindly to James. And Kyle James is out here to James. Kyle James is in the area. Yeah, he was blazing in the area. Good tackle again. Full tilt kindly to James with the shot. Oh, he puts it away. Running away. It was a striker's finish. The ball was there to be hit, and he spanked it past goalkeeper Turner and put his team up 3-2. Yeah, and I think with that one, the Ball Blasters have booked their place in the semi-finals, and they will be back on the 19th of February for when the semi-finals is scheduled to take place. But we've seen stranger things happen here in football because there's 2 more minutes to be played in a normal time, plus whatever will be added on. Remember, we had that horrific crash between the keeper and the striker, so probably 5 minutes. I don't think we'll see the 10 minutes that we saw in the World Cup to be added on, but we can see added on time. So the Gasparillo youth team will have to find something extra here. They'll have to dig deep. Of course, we're going to see them going into the time-wasting mode, but a number of players would have picked up yellow cards. Pinder. Rodriguez. Good work by Rodriguez. Nice outlet pass to Young. Young. And then he just gives away the ball. And then let's drag the player down. He just drags down the number 17. Yeah. Kyle James adding a double. So that was Eastman. Yeah. So number 2, yeah. So off goes Marcel. Making a substitution here. I would expect that to be a defensive substitution. Ball banged upfield, aimed at Wilson. Audit misses. But Wilson not able to claim cleanly. It falls to the substitute, number 11. That's Dareem Taylor. So Dareem Taylor. I think the fans need to make themselves walk around with the rules. As long as the ball has bounced the referee now, whoever is in possession of the ball, when it hits the referee, it will be bounced in their favor. Sometimes the fans, they enjoy the game. They are into they add the element, but they need to be walk around with the rules of the game. So the ball blasters of Tobago, they're looking to really book their place in the semi-finals. Their captain, Mark, he's been solid at the back for them. He's won the battle of the captains between himself and Williams. Yeah, they just go out here to Wilson. Wilson in a battle with Joseph. Joseph chooses quickly to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to bang it forward, trying to get his captain going. But a good defensive header there by Richardson. He's been awesome for his team in the middle of the midfield. Jaden Richardson, remember that name? Ball to ball, box to box. Sorry, midfielder. He's done everything right for his team. He's allowed his team to keep their shape. And he's allowed the more attack-minded Malik Wilson as well as James and Marcel the freedom to really go forward. The linchpin really. The unsung heroes, defensive central midfielders in modern football. Ask Chelsea. With Kante out, they're unable to win a game really. Ball played forward and again Richardson with the defensive header. Ball played forward. Ton. And Ton should have held that ball and pumped it long. It was not a back pass. He could have just pulled the ball into the area. Instead, he played it short. His team here, we enter time added order. 92 minutes gone. Not quite sure how much more added time. Audit. Pumping it forward. Aimed at his captain, Williams. He's been impressive. Ball banged against him. Abraham. Strong header. Richardson. One of the few times he's made a mistake in this game. Mark, this time he gets it out. Audit. Good defensive header. Joe Field pumps it. Griffith, good take. It's a beautiful ball across. Good defensive work there by Forbes. Taylor putting it back into the danger area. Strange for him to. So it's going to be a throw in here. 93 minutes gone. Gasparillo, they've already been giant slayers in this competition on the final day, booking their place in the quarterfinal round. When it looked hardly likely, it was easier for them. But that's the final whistle. There'll be no Cinderella story here this afternoon. Ball Blasters, they book their place into the semi-final with a 3-2 victory over Gasparillo Youth. They celebrate. We see they look to exchange jerseys there, two players, as it's all in good spirits here. The Gasparillo Youth players, they sink to their knees. They have been defeated. The Ball Blasters of Tobago, though, the champions of Tobago, they've booked their place into the semi-final round. This game promised much and it delivered on all counts. It was Gasparillo Youths who went up first, scoring in the 12th minute through a penalty. And he just banged it. Put in was Jaim Abraham. Christmas. So Gasparillo Youth, his celebration was muted on one good work but by just before the halftime whistle. A ball floated across by Eastman. Ball is into the area. James, it fell to him, and he finished. What a has to do is put it on target. Team level on the stroke of half time. In the second half, though, it was Father Abraham. He's put his team up. Gasparillo Youth 2-1, and it's just like they would be booking their place into the semi-finals. But Forbes had different thoughts. Well, of course, that beautiful strike there. 2 goals. But he moves out here to James. Kyle James in the area. On it across. Go ahead goal.
Good tackle, but it forced tilt.
It was
James.
James.
James with a shot. Oh, he
Made
put
sure
it away
that
to get his
Tobago would be booking their place in the semi-finals. At the end of 90 minutes plus, it's the Boy Blasters FC. They go through 3-2 versus Gasparillo Youths. We're going to the break. When we come back, we'll have more in the quarterfinals. The second quarterfinal 4 of the tournament, where we see Made in Labre coming up against world class soccer clinic.